Hi, welcome to video 2 of 5 when we're going through FIX log parsers. If you just jumped into this series at this point, go to the introduction first. Things will make a lot more sense. Otherwise, stay with us as we go through the Aprics FIX log parser. Okay, so the first FIX log parser that we're going to take a look at is by Aprics. It's fix.aprics.net. It's a pretty straightforward parser. It's one of the first ones that was out there. It's very straightforward. You come in here, you simply copy and paste a chunk of log file. And this is an example log file that you're going to see me use again and again in these demonstrations to try to compare the various different log parsers that we have. So you simply put in your log file in here and you click parse. What you see down here is you've got a decoding of the various different messages that I put in. So I have a mass quote message in here. You can see that's color-coded the header, which is nice, color-coded the footer, which is nice as well. It's nicely indented the repeating groups. That's a really nice feature, helps you to understand exactly what's going on with the repeating groups in here as well. It also highlights what it calls conversations. So that's the combination of sender and target comp ID. So we can see here it goes from Tom to fix spec 1 over here on the other side. It also decodes some of the various different enumerations. So we get 35 equals lowercase I, and that's a mass quote, which identified that in the description phase. And similarly, it says 22 equals 4 means an ISIN number. So it's reasonably good, very user-friendly to use. It's a really good start. It does highlight unknown tags here. So this would probably say unknown enumeration as opposed to unknown tag, perhaps because 1167 is actually a valid fixed tag in this case, but that particular value is not. And we'll see that in some other parsers as well. There are, however, a few little bugs with it. So this little heartbeats here, it looks as if you can click this thing and actually see the heartbeats and expand them, but that doesn't seem to be working. But you can, however, click this admin messages and have those things highlighted. So it's kind of a nice little filter. I can also use this text filter box in here if I want to, and I can also identify the various different conversations. So that's the combination of sender and target comp ID inside of here. One final thing to point out on this particular parser is that the URL itself changes with the content as we put it in. So up here you can start to see that it says 8 equals fix 4.4 and so on and so forth. Now this is a nifty little trick that it uses. It can actually also, you can point to a log file and it will push it into the browser URL up here without actually sending that thing to the server, which is very cool. So no information is leaking over to the server. Everything's passed right here in your browser, but they've found a way for you to actually identify a file, have that loaded up instead of using copy and paste. So it's a great little tool. There's just a few little bugs like this heartbeat thing, and some of these links also go nowhere as well, which is a little bit frustrating. But generally, it's a good tool. It does only do standards only. That's one of the constraints that I would have about it. But it's a good first start.